Back at it here. It is Tuesday, 10th day of June, 2025. I am Dan Kuntz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Another warm one in store for us today. Set a record high, as you probably know by now. Yesterday, 102. Broke the old record of 99 that was set back 10 years ago. We have a chance to do it again. Today's going to be a little bit cooler, about 5 to 6 degrees cooler than yesterday. It's not going to feel that much cooler. I mean, is there a big difference between 102 and like 96? Maybe. The ridge, the dome of high pressure that's been dominating our weather over the last 4, 5, 6 days is going to start flattening out and gradually shift off to the east, which is why we have a few high clouds today floating in over the top of the ridge of high pressure. And it's also going to tighten those pressure gradients. A little wind is going to go through the gaps of the Cascades. Have a little wind, so we still have an extreme heat warning. That goes until 9 o'clock tonight. Red flag warning kicks in at 3 o'clock this afternoon, goes to about 9 o'clock. Tonight. The windiest part of the day will be late afternoon, early evening hours. All of those details are coming up, and we'll walk you through all the high temperatures that were reported yesterday. It was hot. Hottest day of the year so far, and today is going to be the second hottest day of the year so far. Weather is coming up. A lot of news to get to. Still no sighting of Travis Decker. We'll have the lead news story with that, and there's a lot of other news to get to. Mariners. Well, we'll just show you highlights. Mariners, I don't know. Yesterday we showed you the musical performances that were put on by the Eastmont High School Mariachi and Chamber Choir bands during their commencement exercises at the Town Toyota Center on Friday night. Today it's Wenatchee's turn. 3 very talented musicians, Amelia McAllister, Celia Keys, and Mayan Scanlon entertained the packed leave off the field at the Apple Bowl. Great musical performances. If you missed them on Friday night or if you haven't had a chance to see it via our website or our YouTube page, we put them all together in one little package. We'll have that for you in the back half of the program. And Mike McNaughty has an opinion as well. It's a busy Tuesday. 5-pound show, 4-pound bag. Let's go. Let's take our tour around the valley and around north central Washington. Just a few high clouds out there, not in that shot. The strawberry moon this morning was absolutely incredible, but you had to get it real early to see it. Like I did. It's very, very low, and it was also like disappeared real quickly. I went out on my front porch about 3 o'clock, and there it was. I went back out 10 minutes later, and it was gone. There's the Wenatchee Valley on another warm day today. Sunrise this morning 5:04, sunset tonight 8:57, 15 hours and 53 minutes. The sunrise won't get any earlier than 5:03. We will see a couple of sunsets past 9 o'clock as we get towards the summer solstice, which is 10 days from today. Camera number 2. It's a slow dissolve up to, ooh, that's the Slide Ridge camera. Looks like they have a few more high clouds up there. That could be just an optical illusion in that is a lot of real estate that we're looking at. I mean, a lot of real estate. You can see the Waterville Plateau in the upper right-hand corner and a little bit of the Chelan Butte. That's Roses Lake and Wapato Lake down there just outside of Manson. Beautiful view there. And again, it looks like they have a few more high clouds up there, but there's just a lot of sky and earth in that shot. That's from Slide Ridge on the south shore of Lake Chelan, looking out towards the backstaff of Manson. Camera number 3. It's Lake Wenatchee. Good morning to Lake Wenatchee. The snow continues to recede like my hairline. Wait till you get to the high temperatures yesterday. Lake Wenatchee got to 94, which is very warm for Lake Wenatchee. Who's kidding you? It's hot for Lake Wenatchee, but we're going to show you a slide of where everybody peaked yesterday afternoon about 5 o'clock. And finally, camera number 4. Billy Goat checks in. Good morning to Billy Goat. Again, a lot of real estate, so you can see the high clouds up there. Again, the ridge is starting to flatten out, and it's going to move a little bit off to the east. It'll be over Montana by this time tomorrow, but the winds aloft will strengthen just a little bit. It's going to allow the jet stream, which has been blocked. This big dome of high pressure has knocked the jet stream out of alignment. Well, that jet stream is going to start moving back down towards our neighborhood by the end of the day today. That's why we have the red flag warning again. Check out this slide from the National Weather Service yesterday. High temps yesterday. Take a look at where you live. Wenatchee hit 102, new record high. The old record was 99, set back 10 years ago. Omak got to 100. That broke their old record of 99. Freda got to 101. That broke their old record of 99. Moses Lake didn't break a record, but they came close. There was 101 in Moses Lake, 95 in Chelan, 96 in Waterville, and believe it or not, Leavenworth got to 104 degrees yesterday. The weather station at Leavenworth is at the fish hatchery, and it's not one of those official National Weather Service computerized weather stations. That's just what the reading turned out to be, 104. And look at Cheney. Look, just outside of Spokane, look at Cheney. It hit 9,494 degrees yesterday. Of course, that could be Cheney and Medical Lake, and they're right next to each other. That could be a misprint. Everybody that's in red either set or tied a new record high yesterday. Yes, it was hot. Our record high, by the way, for today is 96. That was set again back in 2015 when we had quite the heat wave in early June. Red flag warning, here we go again. We had one yesterday. We got past it. There is one fire, the Red Barn Fire, which is burning about 5 miles east of Cle Elum. It's about 75 acres in size. They're going to be hammering that thing big time because we have winds coming up. Very low relative humidity. Our relative humidity got down to 19% yesterday afternoon. Right now in Wenatchee, it's only 38%, and this is about the highest it gets. Right now, the relative humidity in Ephrata is only 22%. So, needless to say, low relative humidity, strong winds, hot weather. You got the red flag warning. Again, the strongest winds for the valley anyway today will be between about 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock this afternoon. So here we go from the National Weather Service. Sunny and hot, just about a record high. We're going to say 95. If we get to 96, we'll tie the record high. If we get to 97, we will break it. It will be a little breezy later on today. Gusts will be picking up about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock this afternoon. They'll die down right around sunset tonight. So we're told 66 for the overnight low. Then it gets a little more on the comfortable side, only 91 on Wednesday, but again, a little windy. We could see a red flag warning extended right on into Wednesday. And then finally, we get some marine air pushing in, and we're going to finally cool down to something tad more temperate. Light wind on Thursday with a high of 83, almost comfortable, down to 78 on Friday, and then back up to 81, 82, and 84 on Monday. It's going to feel much more comfortable because at least it's not going to be 102. Sunshine everywhere, no rain, no clouds in the foreseeable future. All right, we're going to take a break at 7 minutes after the hour. When we come back, the news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCWLIFE channel.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Call Alpine Air Heating and Cooling today. Your comfort is their priority.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Tour Moses Lake just a gas tank away. With its abundance of outdoor activities, Moses Lake is a great place to visit. From fishing and boating to exploring the city's attractions, there is no shortage of things to do. Whether you're enjoying any one of the variety of restaurants with the family or an adventure-filled day with friends, Moses Lake has something for everyone. Tour moseslake.com and start your adventure today.
Central Washington Water understands the power of healing waters. If part of your wellness routine includes hot heat from a sauna, Central Washington Water now carries indoor and outdoor infrared and hot rock saunas by Tilo. Research shows there are many health benefits to a cold plunge after a good workout or relaxing time in your sauna. Harness the power of water in a hot spring spa, plug-and-play spas, a Tilo sauna, or a cold plunge tub. Stop by Central Washington Water, your wellness experts.
74 degrees here in the Wenatchee Valley, mid-90s, record high possible. We'll see some wind this afternoon. A little bit cooler on Wednesday, a lot cooler on Thursday. There is some relief in sight. It's 10 minutes after the hour. It's now been 8 days since Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia Decker were found murdered near a remote Chelan County campsite. And police say they're processing a raft of information. Still no sign of Travis Decker, the girl's father and suspected killer. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says the primary responsibilities in the search for 32-year-old Travis Decker were handed over to federal authorities over the weekend. Last night, the Chelan County Sheriff's Office said they are currently searching the Ingalls Creek and Valley High areas. That's along Blewett Pass. Say the potential is there that Decker could be in that area. The Wenatchee military veteran took his 5-, 8-, and 9-year-old daughters for a court-approved visit. On Friday, May 30th, he's believed to have killed all 3 children by asphyxiation before disappearing from the murder scene. The sheriff's office says the changeover allows local police forces to recuperate from a week of grueling searches in the Chelan County backcountry. The murders have sparked national attention and a wide-ranging manhunt. Roads, trails, and campsites in the Cascades that were closed during the search have now been reopened to the public. Travis Caleb Decker, 5 foot 8 inches tall, black hair, brown eyes, last seen wearing a light-colored shirt and dark shorts. At last sighting, his hair was long and he wore a goatee. That may have changed. He has several identifying arm and torso tattoos. If you see him, call 911 immediately and do not approach him. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office Behavioral Health Unit is hosting a number of town halls about the navigating of the grief that we're all feeling. The events are part of the response to the murder of the Decker sisters. The workshops will be led by Julie Boyer of Pacific Northwest Support Services. She specializes in trauma care for first responders, children, and families. Topics include supporting families through loss, community resources for healing, age-appropriate ways to talk about death, and how children process grief. They had one last night in Leavenworth. A second town hall will be held tonight in Chelan, and then a third will be held in East Wenatchee tomorrow. Each event begins at 6:30. For more information, you can go to our website, NCWLIFE.com. In other news, the hiring impasse that led to longtime Chelan County Auditor Skip Moore's threat to resign has been resolved. Chelan County Commissioners agreed on Monday to pay for a Chief Deputy Auditor position in Moore's office. Moore, who's managed Chelan County's Records and Elections Office since 2009, said day-to-day operations were impaired by the lack of a Chief Deputy, and he told Commissioners he might leave before his term ends next year. The board, with Commissioner Brad Hawkins not there, voted unanimously to adopt the Chief Deputy Auditor position. The salary range will be between $83,000 to $109,000 a year. Recruitment for the deputy spot will begin immediately. A trail user in Pine Canyon outside Waterville was rescued Sunday after apparently falling up to 15 feet in rocky terrain. Waterville's ambulance agency says it was summoned about noon on Sunday to a report of a fall along the trail that leads to a popular rock face. The patient was disoriented but did not appear to have life-threatening injuries. Waterville EMS was assisted by Ballard Ambulance, the Wenatchee Valley Fire Department's rope team, and the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Data from the Washington State Department of Transportation shows more than 1,300 crashes happen annually within highway work zones, and speeding is one of the main causes of those accidents. It's been nearly 2 months since Washington launched a speed camera program to help make those zones safer. From the Olympia News Bureau, Murrow News fellow Albert James checked in on the rollout of the cameras and asked whether drivers have noticed a difference.
The work zones are dangerous places in themselves, right? And then obviously having people drive through those work zones at a very high rate of speed also increases the danger.
Kyle Miller leads WashDOT's Work Zone Speed Camera program. Created by the legislature in 2023, the program places trailer-mounted cameras in active highway work zones to catch drivers speeding and slow them down. The first camera launched in April, and Miller says another one rolled out this past week. The mobile cameras have moved around numerous zones across western Washington, including construction on Interstate 90 and U.S. Highway 12, and this I-5 work along Joint Base Lewis McChord.
Anywhere where there's a worker, WashDOT construction, some sort of project, we are able to use this this solution.
According to State Patrol data, over 2,600 infractions have been issued since the program started. The vast majority of them are first-time violations that have no fine, and a little over 100 were second-time violations with a fine of $248. WSDOT is still compiling and analyzing data as the program is in its beginning phases, but work crews report a difference in driver behavior.
You know, when people see those signs, they appear to be slowing down from the feedback that I'm getting from the field itself, which is great. It's great news.
Drivers through the JBLM work zone I spoke with say they support the idea of having a camera slow people down for safety, but a lot of them didn't even know a camera could be here. You haven't noticed that speed camera under the bridge before?
No, I have not. This is the first I've heard of it.
I haven't noticed the speed camera, hadn't been looking for it.
I've never seen it before. It just looks, again, what she said, kind of just looks like what is a part of the construction that is every day.
Drivers say while it's important to follow speed limits regardless of a camera, they want to see more clear signage where one could be.
If your regular speed on the freeway is 70, you know, you're going to keep going 70, and especially if there's nothing that is like significantly to show you that there's construction and, you know, a speed camera and whatnot.
WSDOT says they put up as many signs as possible as they want people to know to slow down. As the rollout continues, Miller says more cameras will be launched next month, with work zones all across the state being discussed as new locations. And as summer travel coincides with more road maintenance, it's in everyone's best interest to slow down.
This is not just about the worker safety. It's also about the traveling public that goes through it, because ultimately we really do want to make sure that everybody can come home safe.
In DuPont, I'm Albert James reporting.
Well, the hot asphalt may have left some paws a little tender, but the Peshastin Pet Parade marked the little town's semi-official start of summer. Pets and their people walked the route on Saturday from Peshastin Legion Hall to the public library. They were accompanied by the Cascade High School Marching Band. The event takes place every year, the first Saturday in June, and members of the Peshastin Town Council told us the quirky local tradition has been going on for decades, but nobody seems to know exactly how or when it got started.
At least 45 years. We're not 100% sure on how many years, but it's at least that.
We've had horses, chickens,
goats,
llamas, goats,
ducks,
cats,
chickens,
and those little carriers.
Yeah.
It's so old school in today's modern technological world, and it's getting the community together and just having fun and celebrating community.
And it's Peshastin, and Peshastin is amazing. So it's a fun opportunity for us to all get together.
And so this ties in with the library, so they do the summer reading program. They kind of tie all that in with the summer reading program. So
it's a little bit of a kickoff for that, I think.
Yeah.
You know, school, graduation was last night. It's the end of the school year. Kind of jump into summer. Join us.
Yeah, join us. The more the merrier, and we would love a variety of pets. And
kids. And kids, and
you don't have to have a pet.
You don't have to have a pet.
That's true.
We give out popsicles. The library, they're over in the shade now doing a little make your own button activity, so that's fun, and it's a good chance to just get out and listen to some great music because these guys were really great.
And speaking of the Upper Valley, students at Beaver Valley Elementary have hosted a popular network of trail cameras each school year. They document wild animals as they wander the hills and creeks around the town of Plain. You can support this project, by the way. You can go to PayPal and donate to the Beaver Valley Parent Group. They have just released a compilation of all their favorite animal activity from the school year that's just ending. Take a look at this video.
This year, our school partnered with biologists from the North Cascade National Park to study fishers in our valley.
Fishers are large weasels that were locally extinct for over 60 years due to hunting and trapping.
Washington State started reintroducing fishers in 2008, and they have made a big comeback in our community.
Scientists want to use genetic information from our fishers to monitor the health of the population. Using beef bones and scent lure to attract fishers, gun brushes to stag their hair, we were able to retrieve samples from several animals. To support this project and others like it, please donate on PayPal to Beaver Valley Parent Group.
Pretty cool stuff. For a minute there, I thought I saw Sasquatch. Turns out it was just Mike McNaughty on a camping trip. And that is the news here on this Tuesday. Don't forget there will not be a newscast at 6 o'clock tonight. We'll be covering live from the Town Toyota Center the Westside High School commencement exercises. So we'll have the news for you at 5 and at 10. But if you watch the news at 6 o'clock on television, you'll be seeing the Westside High School commencement activities instead, which is all well and good because they deserve it. And if you see something out there that might be newsworthy, please send us an email, news@ncwlife.com. It was the kind of game that will break a Mariner fan heart. Sports is next. You're watching Wake Up at Wenatchee Valley on the NCWLIFE channel.
The Surf and Slide Water Park is open from Memorial Day through Labor Day. Surf and Slide is located in the heart of Central Washington in Moses Lake with activities for all ages and abilities. Check out Surf and Slide's Flow Rider Surfing Simulator, Lazy River, 2 200-foot water slides, tube slides, and diving boards. Our children's area includes a Treasure Island water structure, splash pad, and baby octopus slide. For season passes, visit us online or find Surf and Slide on Facebook.
Ah, the joys of sitting in traffic, burning gas, donating your paycheck to parking enforcement. Or you could join us this June for Ride Transit Month. On Link, you ride for free, anytime, anywhere. Plus, Link's electric buses run on clean local hydropower. Thanks, Columbia River. So while you're saving some cash, you're also saving a planet. So hop on board Link for Ride Transit Month. Stress-free, wallet-friendly, eco-smart.
Craving fresh Asian comfort food? Steam Panda is Wenatchee's popular family-friendly Asian restaurant. They focus on providing guests with delicious, healthy, fresh, and natural dishes for an affordable price. It's time to enjoy one of their many popular house-made soup dumplings, ramen noodles, or pho dishes. And make sure to ask about their lunch and chef specials on sushi rolls. Steam Panda's Hawaiian poke bowl and salads are excellent with your favorite boba tea. Stop by or order online at Steam Panda today.
Caught in a conflict? Family, workplace, neighbor, business, housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Sports at 27 minutes after the hour. Josh Naylor hit a game-ending grand slam in the 11th. The Diamondbacks beat the Mariners 8-4 last night. Seattle scored 4 runs with 2 outs in the top of the 9th to tie the game, and then the wheels came off.
Corbin Carroll, still recovering from a bit of a hamstring thing, will lead it off against your Mariners starter today. It's Emerson Hancock. Hancock out of the University of Georgia, the number 6 pick by Seattle in the 2020 draft. Corbin sends this one toward the bullpen, way out there, and it's off the top of the wall and gone. Corbin Carroll, 1 pitch in, and it's 1-0 Diamondbacks.
That's how you start a ball game right there.
I'd say so. Number 19 for Corbin. Leads the the majors with 26 home runs. A little tangle up right there with Naylor and Rodriguez, but he's back in time, says C.B. Bucknor. Tortorella wants to make sure. And they will challenge. They think they just picked off Rodriguez.
I mean, you don't really have to let the manager know to challenge. I mean, that throw just led him right into the rib cage of Rodriguez that time.
And the
call on the field is overturned. The runner is out.
Rodriguez is picked off. Base is empty. 2 down.
As much out of the stretch as it does out of the windup.
Marte to center, and it drops in for a hit. Here comes Alec. Rodriguez with a throw, and it's not in time. Ketel Marte makes it 2-0, make it 22 consecutive games reaching base. That's a big 2-out RBI knock.
Yeah, it looked like Rodriguez hesitated ever so slightly.
Josh Naylor's had a nice night. He's made a couple of nice defensive plays down there at first. He's also singled and walked. Naylor punches it down the line in left. Go, Perdomo, go. They're going to stop. He's going to run right through the stop sign and score. Sean Larkin had a big hold him up, and Perdomo didn't blink. He ran right through the sign. And he made it home with ease. Naylor, the RBI double, makes it 3-0. Base hit for Lourdes. Sean Larkin will wave Naylor home. He will score. It's 4-0 Diamondbacks. Gurriel aboard for the 3rd time tonight.
And another line drive toward the opposite.
This is into the gap in right center field, and that's exactly what Donovan Solano will do. He's driven in a run the last 2 games now. And the Mariners put their first run across with 2 outs in the 9th inning.
This is great to see. You know, Donovan Solano.
2-2. Fights it off, and it's into right field. Solano is coming home, and the Mariners score now 2 runs with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Things get a little more interesting as the tying run now comes to the plate. But the former Diamondback just recalled today, Dom Canzone will bat here. Home run ties this game. Here's the 3-2. Fly ball! This is happening! Can you believe this? The Mariners have come back to tie it. Dom Canzone with 2 outs and 2 strikes. Wow! It has all happened in the 9th inning. Vargas at 3rd. Ground ball. Young gets up. Wide throw home, and it takes Cal Raleigh right in there. And he's out of the base path for out number 2.
And this is a judgment call. This is not something that can be reviewed. This throw takes Cal Raleigh up the line. The plate umpire says right away, you went too far.
And it is a judgment call. He is ruled out. You see no complaint from Arizona.
And here comes Josh, who has hit the ball hard all night long. He comes up with a winning run 90 feet away. Bases loaded and 1 out. We'll do it again on 1 and 2. High fly ball way back. Josh Naylor all the way to the wall, and it's a walk-off grand slam. Just the 3rd walk-off grand slam in Diamondbacks history, and the first since Ryan Roberts back in 2011. 2nd career walk-off homer for Naylor. And on a wild night here at Chase Field, when the Diamondbacks saw 4-0 2-out 9th inning lead vanish, they win it 8-4.
Walk it off! A grand slam for Naylor! A game saver! And the Diamondbacks prevail, and they win it 8-4. Unbelievable Josh Naylor. The Diamondbacks prevail in this series opener.
That was a tough one. Mariners have lost now 11 of their last 15. They're now just 1 game above 500. They trail the Astros by 3 games in the AL West. Brian Wu will start tonight for Seattle, Arizona. We'll go with Brandon Pfaadt. First pitch on Root Sports is at 6:40. Just 2 games in the division last night. Diamondbacks beating the Mariners, as you just saw. Angels knocked off the Athletics 7-4. The Wenatchee Apple Sox welcome the Kamloops Northpaws to town tonight. First of a 3-game series. Both teams are 6-3. They're both tied, along with Bellingham for first place in the WCL North Division. Mason Sheen will pitch for the Kamloops. For Kamloops, Wenatchee will go with Blake Sandvik. First pitch tonight is at 6:35. Tomorrow, for the Apple Sox and Kamloops, we will have that game for you right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Everett Grandstrom and Brandon Schmidt with the call. Pregame at 6:30. First pitch at 6:35. And a quick look at the WCL North standings. Bellingham, Wenatchee, and Kamloops all tied for first place after 9 games. With 6-3 records. There were no games in the West Coast League yesterday. And those are just some of the games that people are playing. At 34 minutes after the hour, today is National Herbs and Spices Day today. Herbs and spices, and I checked with some Epicureans, and I did a little research online, because if it's on the internet, it has to be true. There are 12 herbs and spices everybody should always have in their spice rack if you're any kind of cook. I'm not. But you should always have these in your spice rack, so I'm told. Allspice, oregano, ginger, cilantro, fennel, basil, rosemary, thyme, sage, cumin, which is the most popular spice in the world. I put cumin in my chili, nutmeg, and cloves. In fact, cumin, although the most popular spice in the world, cilantro is the most commonly used herb. National Herb and Spice Day today. Celebrate it with somebody you love. It's 35 minutes after the hour. Today in history, 3 interesting notes in the world of baseball. It's my favorite sport. They made no mention of this at all anywhere in the national press. It's hard to believe, but 104 years ago today, June 10th, 1921, in an 8-6 loss to Cleveland, Babe Ruth of the New York Yankees hits his career home run number 120, and with that home run, Babe Ruth surpasses Roger Connor to become baseball's all-time leader in home runs. It wasn't mentioned at all. It's hard to believe. Babe Ruth would go on to break his own record 594 more times. That was the game changer that the Bambino was. He becomes all-time leader in home runs in 1921. He would hold that record until 1974. A non-baseball related term, they were a little late to the game, but they got on board. Fascist Italy declared war on France and Great Britain on this date in 1940. Of course, World War II had been underway for about 10 months at the time, but eventually Mussolini got in on the act. They did it by invading southern France. So Italy is now at war alongside Nazi Germany on this date 85 years ago today. And 2 more baseball-related items. 1944 was a weird year in baseball. I mean, most of the Major League Baseball rosters have been decimated. Everybody, any ball player of any kind of talent was either in the Army or the Navy. 3 teams in 1944 almost folded. The Phillies and the Braves and the Browns and the Reds, they almost went out of business. Pete Gray, who had 1 arm, played Major League Baseball. This is things were in 1944. And only during this season would a 15-year-old high school junior play a Major League Baseball game. Joe Nuxhall of the Cincinnati Reds on this date in 1944 becomes the youngest player ever to play in a Major League game. He allowed 5 earned runs, was sent down to the minors, and he never pitched in the majors until 1952. So he didn't come back for 8 more years when he was no longer a teenager. Only during the 1944 season would that happen. And Rogers Hornsby may have been one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He's the greatest second baseman of all time, but he was a terribly disagreeable man. And he was the manager of the St. Louis Browns. His players couldn't stand him. Rogers Hornsby, his managerial style was, how come you guys aren't as good as I used to be? And finally, after a long time of just acrimony between the players and their manager, Rogers Hornsby, Bill Veeck, the owner of the Browns, fires Rogers Hornsby as the manager, saying he made a mistake. He thought that Rogers Hornsby had mellowed. This was June 10th, 1952. That afternoon, before the Browns played, the Browns players held a ceremony in the clubhouse, and they present the owner, Bill Veeck, with a trophy as a gesture of thanks for firing their manager. You can't do that today. It's 38 minutes after the hour. 2 heavenly birthdays. Chester Arthur Burnett. Howlin' Wolf, born in the Mississippi Delta, took his Mississippi Delta blues up north to Chicago, plugged in an electric guitar alongside Muddy Waters and all the greats of the urban Chicago blues scene. He was a giant among them all. Howlin' Wolf, Smokestack Lightning, Killin' Floor, Little Red Rooster, Wang Dang Doodle, Spoonful, not for the faint of heart. Howlin' Wolf is good stuff. We miss him. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and on merit, too. Howlin' Wolf, born in the state in 1910. My favorite author when I was a kid growing up, you can't go wrong with Maurice Sendak. I mean, Where the Wild Things Are is Where the Wild Things Are. Maybe the most famous and popular children's book of them all. He was born in the state in 1928. And because the judge has lifted the restraining order, I can wish Kate Upton a happy 33rd birthday today. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. They are our platinum sponsors. I hope your air conditioning unit is holding up. If it ain't, your first call is always to Alpine Air. We have an opinion from Mike Mad Dog McNaughty coming up, and then 3 very talented musicians entertained a pack house at Leibofta Field at the Apple Bowl last Friday night for the Wenatchee High School commencement. Those 3 musical performances are coming up. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCWLIFE channel.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Les Schwab changed the tire game more than 70 years ago. Today, we still believe you should get more from less. Like more hustle, less hassle. More of the best service around, less of the runaround. Because we include America's best tire warranty in every tire we sell. So you get more unbeatable warranty, less charging you extra. It's why we're more than proud to say, you get more from less.
Oh, happy day, Wenatchee Valley. Collins Fashions is looking forward to our famous summer weather. We are fully stocked with shorts, capris, skirts, tees, and tanks. Summer dresses have all arrived in many styles and colors. Special occasion dresses are on full display, and we have something for everyone. Collins is your Brighton headquarters with jewelry, handbags, charms, and sunglasses. We invite you to visit Collins, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee.
Welcome to Boswell's, where you'll find quality furnishings for every room in your home. Customers ask, do you have solid wood options? Yes, they do. Bamboo, maple, acacia, cherry, mahogany. With 2 floors of quality furniture and complimentary design services, Boswell's design team can create a home that's uniquely yours. For almost a century, people have chosen Boswell's for their quality and customer service. Boswell's Furniture, it's closer than you think.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, I recently posted on Facebook that DJT has not only stated his intent to deport American citizens, but has actually done so. A couple of folks denied that our bully-in-chief actually did deport Americans and asked for proof. Well, when proof was supplied, they still denied that any American citizens had ever been deported. However, I am also aware that some of these folks believe the big lie that the 2020 election was stolen from that man. So this is an interesting phenomenon in our political environment, how it has just been exacerbated. Now, based on their political beliefs, folks will believe that what has been proven is false while denying the truth of proven events. Now, what this says about our society, I'm just afraid to imagine. This is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and that's my opinion.
It's the NCWLIFE Community Calendar, a presentation of Apple Valley Honda. The 2025 Wenatchee Pride Festival will be held on Saturday, June 21st at Memorial Park. It's an all-day party and everyone is invited to celebrate equality and inclusivity. There'll be lots of vendors with items for sale and swag, food booths galore, live performances, a youth activity area, and the return of the ever-popular Queer Garden. More information is available at wenatcheepride.org.
Welcome to the summer of good. Good people, good taste, good vibes, and good, well, everything. When you're ready for some old-fashioned good, Abby's is your place. We've been celebrating summers around the P&W for over 60 years. At Abby's, good is a legendary tradition. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some summer smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. It's the summer of good, only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Get a great deal on making the most of every property. The Kubota commercial landscape lineup is built to do more. From the RTVX utility vehicle to the Z700 mower to the SVL track loader. When your reputation is on the line, you need equipment that doesn't let you down. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months, or save up to $4,000.
Did somebody turn off the lights?
Don't forget your seatbelt.
This car won't start until you buckle up.
Seatbelt, Grandma.
When you are wake up.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
However you say it, it's perfect. Together, we get there.
Something beautiful, and you know, for you I bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself dry. It's true, look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And everything that you do. Thank you. School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile. I watch her go with a surge of that well-known sadness, and I have to sit down for a while. The feeling that I'm losing her forever, and without really entering her world. I'm glad whenever I can share her laughter, that funny little girl. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind each time I think I'm close to knowing? She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sleeping, I'll rise, her and me at the breakfast table, barely awake. I let precious time go by. Then when she's gone, there's that old melancholy feeling and a sense of guilt I can't deny. What happened to those wonderful adventures and places I had planned for us to go? Well, some of that we did, but most we didn't, and why I just don't know. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind each time I think I'm close to knowing? She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture and save it from the funny tricks of time, slipping through my fingers. I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile. inside of me and you. of some walls I thought I couldn't climb. I felt like Cinderella at the ball, just running out of time. So I know how it feels to be afraid and think that it's all gonna slip away. Hold on. Here's to you free souls, you firefly chasers, tree climbers, porch swingers, air guitar players. Here's to you fearless dancers, shaking walls in your bedroom. There's a lot of wonder left inside of me and you, and thank God even crazy dreams come true. Never let a bad day be enough to go and talk you into giving up. 'Cause sometimes everybody feels like you, feels like you, just like you. And thank God even crazy dreams come true. And thank God even crazy dreams come
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up time warranty.
Great, I want that one. I would like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Welcome to the Gilded Lily home, where something extraordinary is waiting for you. The Gilded Lily offers a unique collection of hand-selected, carefully curated items to help you celebrate all of life's special moments. From the budding chef to the home decorator to that very special occasion, there is an abundance of delightful gifts waiting for you. The Gilded Lily home, where you can step in for inspiration and leave with beautiful items to brighten any area of your home.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Ah, the joys of sitting in traffic, burning gas, donating your paycheck to parking enforcement. Or you could join us this June for Ride Transit Month. On Link, you ride for free, anytime, anywhere. Plus, Link's electric buses run on clean local hydropower. Thanks, Columbia River. So while you're saving some cash, you're also saving a planet. So hop on board Link for Ride Transit Month. Stress-free, wallet-friendly, eco-smart.
24 hours ago at this time, it was 77 degrees in the Wenatchee Valley. We got up to 102, which was a new record. For June 9th, it is 77 degrees. Are we going to get up to 102? No. But it's going to be plenty warm. Of course, yesterday, a whole raft of records were either tied or broken all over eastern Washington, all over the Pacific Northwest. We got to 102, which broke the old record of 99. that was set back 10 years ago. We had quite a heat wave in 2015. The areas that you see in red set a new record high yesterday. The areas in orange tied a record high, or got awfully close to it. 102 in Wenatchee, 100 in Omak. That was a new record. Ephrata got to 101. That was a new record. Moses Lake didn't set a record, but they also got to 101. It was 95 in Chelan, 96 in Waterville. It was hot yesterday, but it's going to be a little cooler today. Unfortunately, we still have the red flag warning. It starts from 3 o'clock this afternoon, goes until 9 o'clock tonight, with the strongest winds between about 4 to about 8 this afternoon. That's when the winds will be at their strongest. The dome of high pressure is beginning to flatten out. That will allow the jet stream to shift down towards us, and that would allow slightly windier conditions than we saw yesterday. We had almost no wind at all yesterday. Going to be a little breezy today. From the National Weather Service, sunny and hot. 95, record high on this date. 96 will be awfully close, if not there. 66 for the overnight low tonight with a little breezy. Then we start the cool down as the ridge begins to shift towards Montana. We'll be to 91 on Wednesday. Still plenty warm. And then finally, some marine air will seep in from the Pacific, and that'll cool us down and give us some nicer weather. Only 83, and then down into the 70s by the time we get to the weekend, which is more comfortable than 102. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.